Here's an easy one. Another easy one. So what am I doing there? I'm in the key of E, and I'm not going to go over my loop for you, except to say I'm just playing like an E to an A7th, to an E and a B7th, which is kind of a typical country thing. But what I wanted to explain to you is a couple of easy ways to play over that. So if you play on this, preferably on an electric. If not, you can do it on acoustic too. But you go up to this high E here, so you know an E power chord, right? But we're just going to deal with the D and the G string here for simplicity. So there's your 1, and then go down half a step. There's your 4, and there's your 1 again, and then your 5, up half a step, and back. So the only moves you're making are got it? And then the other thing I did was, you know, an E power chord, most of you know by now. So you know, you get your 7th fret here, and you're playing the 7, 9, 9, 9 on the D, G, and B, 7 on the A string. We're going to be dealing mostly with those notes right now. So I just wanted to show you a simple way to do that. So what I'm doing is I'm just really spelling out the chord. I'm going, okay? And then one simple way to do it is go right down to your regular A chord. Right? Just spell the A chord out. So starting with a D string. And then back up high. And then down to the B, which is 4th fret. Got it? So it's in slow motion, it'd be like. Or something thereabouts, right? All you got to know is you're hitting that power chord and a regular old A, and then back to the power chord, and then a power chord B, which looks like that. And the last one I wanted to show you was the same 3 notes, which is nothing more than the 9th fret on the D, the G, and the B. Now what you do is you hammer on like a D shape, which 9, 10, 11 is 11 on the D. You stay the 9 on the G, and then you put the 10 on the B. Those are the only notes that are involved. And then, got it? And then here, and if you want to, just spell out a regular old B chord, which is nothing more than a regular bar chord. But you're only dealing with the D, the G, and the B. So in slow motion, that would be something like. So that's 3 little moves I showed you there. Let's see what it sounds like in practice. Okay, we'll start out with the first one I showed you, which is the up here on the high. You got the 12th on the D string and the 13 on the G. That's all. That's it. And you flatten it and back, and then up 1 and back. You'll see it makes sense now if you hear this. Those 2 strings. Okay, here's the second one, just spelling out that E chord. Here's the A, back to E, B, E. One more time. Now that's the third one. Same 3 notes, then hammer on. just wanted to kind of cover those one more time for you. So the first one is nothing more than this, right? 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Pretty simple, huh? But it's actually cool because if you pinch it, you know, kind of vary it up a little bit, or just let it ring. Okay, second one is just like I said, the bar chord, the high, you know, that E position power chord. But all you really deal with is the 9th fret of the D, G, B. That's your first 3. Just spelling that out, and then all the way down to the A chord. Obviously, the 2nd fret of the D, G, and B, and back to the E, and then the power chord B. Sorry. You're just, again, spelling out that chord. There's your B chord, 5 chord up to the 1. And the final one is the same 3 notes. And then you come on to the 11th fret of the D string, and you stay there on the 9th fret of the G string and the 10th fret of the B. And you're only dealing with those 3. That makes it an A chord. So that's your 4. Back to those 3. And here, if you want to just do your B. So you're really spelling out the chorus. And then this is a final lick that I'm just gonna kind of an Allman Brothers. Sorry. Just nothing more than okay. So those are the licks. That last one was a little, I know, a little more advanced, but if you like this kind of stuff, just hit me up at jimmydillon.com and we'll get into some deep dives on that kind of stuff. So here we go. I'm going to play you out now with all those licks, and then I might throw in some money licks on top of it. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Just those 2 strings, pretty cool. Now the chord. Last one, or second to last one. And then one more time. There's that little Allman Brothers type thing. Okay, now I'm going to riff. Back to the first lick. That's the easiest, I think, because you're just doing 3 moves. There's that E, 7th. Pretty cool. Now I'm just going to do some crazy stuff. down the road. See you down the road. Bye-bye.